Hi everybody and welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Call You Want by Taylor Swift. The sheet music that I have arranged for this will be available on my Patreon page and that will be linked directly underneath this video. The violin performance video for this will also be linked directly underneath this video. So this piece is in the key of A major. So what that means for the violin is that you have your second fingers on the E string are going to be right next to the third finger. So if you've got your first finger on this dot here, you've got your third finger here, and your second finger is going to be right next door to it. When you're on the A string, it's the same thing. You're going to be there, and then when you're on the D string, your second finger is going to be there as well. So all your second fingers are going to be stretched or close to where the third fingers are going to be. If you've got a third finger on the D string, because of the G sharps, it's going to be slightly over the dot. So normally it would be here, but because it's G sharps, it's going to be there. So for the introduction, you'll notice that the first 4 bars or the first 4 measures are in small notes, and that's just to indicate the piano backing or the introduction. If you want to play that, you can. I mean, that's all it is all the way through. So it's up to you if you want to play that or just let the backing or the piano or whatever do its thing. So this is going to be a very, very, very simple tutorial because there really aren't that many notes other than an open A, a B and a C sharp and the occasional kind of G sharp and F sharp on the D string. So very simply starting off. So if you notice there, I have my third finger stretched for that G sharp, and then the F sharp was just behind that dot there. Okay, so for this next bit, for measure 13 or bar 13, you can do open A's. So you can do open A's if you want to there as well. So I mean that's pretty much it with kind of the verse. That sort of repeats again ever so slightly differently. Don't get bogged down with all the with the rhythms. If you want to do it slightly differently, that's fine, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be. It's kind of one of those half speaky, half kind of sing sort of melodies that Taylor Swift has going on here. So sometimes they can be very, very difficult to translate into the exact rhythm because what you're singing can translate differently into what you are playing. So don't get bogged down too much with the rhythm. If you feel like the rhythm should be slightly different, you know, go ahead and do that. Okay, so I want to move on to 29. So you might find that a little difficult, so I would just slow that down. Because you'll find if you start going in, it'll just sound like a muddle and your fingers won't know what they're doing. Even though it's not a particularly difficult kind of part, it is very sort of B's, A's, C's, you know, there's lots of kind of shifting around with the hand, and there is with the bow as well. So do that a little bit slower. The same goes for the bit afterwards in 33. So again, don't get too bogged down with the rhythm there. So that repeats. The rest of it from 36 repeats onwards. So it gets a little more interesting around halfway on the second page. So 43, 44, 45. To go into third position there, third position is where you're starting with your first finger from where the third finger would go. So first position is here, 1, 2, 3 as normal, or 4 if you want. Second position is where you would start where the second finger starts. So everything kind of shifts up 1. And then third position starts where the third finger would normally go in first position. So suffice to say that third position starts here. So if you want to do measure 48 or bar 48 in third position, you're going to be starting with a third finger. So that's that little section there. If you just want to keep it down an octave, you can, because it's just C sharps and Ds. Or it's completely up to you. I'll leave that up to you if you want to do it into third position. If you do it in third position, you're going to have to slide quite quickly. So what I would do is on the open A's at 47, very quickly slide up. If you've got those dots and those markers, then you'll know where to slide the first finger up to, and then the third finger should sort of more or less drop down where it sort of wants to go, so it should be a lot easier to do. If not, if you don't want to do it in third position, then just take it down an octave and just play C sharps, C sharp, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, and then you can carry on as usual. And to be perfectly honest with you, that is it, because the rest of it just repeats. Do open A's if you want to do open A's. I did for the performance. The bottom 2 lines possibly can get a little bit muddly. I mean, that just repeats what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That repeats 6 times. But when something like that is repeating, it can sort of get a little bit repetitive in a way that you might sort of get your fingers in a muddle. So, you know, just slow that bit down until you can get your fingers around that. And with the bowing, I haven't put any bowing as usual in here, so feel free to do what you want with the bowing. Mostly it will be separate bowings for this, so you don't have to worry too much. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. All the links to the violin performance video of this and the sheet music will be linked directly underneath this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next week's tutorial. Bye.